How are cybercriminals convicted under the Computer Misuse Act? Imagine trying to catch someone sneaking into a computer system without permission. How do authorities prove they did it and make sure they face justice? That's where the Computer Misuse Act comes into play. This law, first passed in 1990 and updated in 2015, sets clear rules about what counts as a legal computer activity. To convict someone under this law, prosecutors need to show that the accused intentionally did something they weren't allowed to do. For example, they might have hacked into a computer system or altered data without permission. The law covers several offenses, including gaining unauthorized access to computer material, which is often called hacking. It also includes activities like spreading viruses or malicious software that can harm computer systems. Another part of the law makes it illegal to make or supply tools meant for misuse. For instance, if someone creates hacking software and gives it to others, they can be prosecuted. The key point is proving that the person knew they were doing something wrong and intended to cause harm or commit further crimes. When someone is accused, the authorities gather evidence like digital logs, access records, and forensic data. These help show whether the person accessed a system without permission or went beyond what they were allowed to do. For example, if a password was used or access controls were bypassed, that can support the case. Convictions depend on the severity of the offense. Simple unauthorized access might lead to a smaller fine or shorter jail time. But if the crime involved serious harm or national security threats, penalties can be much harsher. In some cases, offenders could face up to 14 years in prison and fines. The case is usually tried in magistrates or crown courts, depending on how serious the crime is. Judges look at how much damage was caused, whether the act was part of a bigger scheme, and the defendant's intent. In the world of artificial intelligence and technology, the Computer Misuse Act is a vital tool. It helps law enforcement fight cybercrime, especially as new technologies like artificial intelligence become more common. The law also adapts over time to cover new types of cyber threats. In practice, prosecutors relying heavily on digital forensics, logs, and technical evidence to connect a person to a computer crime. Courts then decide if the actions meet the law's definitions of unauthorized access or misuse. They consider both the technical evidence and the defendant's intent. To sum up, a person can be convicted under the Computer Misuse Act if it's proven they intentionally accessed or tampered with computer systems without permission, with the right intent. Evidence from digital sources supports these cases, and penalties depend on how serious the offense was. This law helps protect computer systems and data from malicious activities in a fast-changing digital world.